Why did the Wayans brothers call you crazy?
I said in the conversation that I was having with Vlad,
and Vlad was like, I can't really do your show because you had someone on your show that didn't like me.
Yeah, when Shawn comes here, you're not allowed to talk to him. He wears shades. You can't make eye contact. And I said this, man. I was like, no comic, I don't care how great you are, should be arrogant. Dave Chappelle is the best comedian of our generation, and he's one of the most humble dudes in the world. So my actual quote was, for Shawn to be that arrogant, bruh, your talent doesn't match your arrogance.
Y'all better be lucky that you subscribe to my channel, bro. Hey, man, look, man, I'm not gonna tell y'all no more. I be digging in the crates for y'all, man. Got y'all something. Hey, look, I know I got the response to Shawn and all of that, but this the thing though, because y'all remember I made that video about Pierre? Oh boy, I got the lowdown on that. So y'all make sure y'all stick around because I got the lowdown on the whole Pierre back and forth. Aries done said pull over 10 stats and blah blah blah. We gonna get into that. Also, y'all know why Aries been responding? DJ Vlad been all in his comments. I got that too, bro. Hey, DJ Vlad, stop trolling this man. All right, now that get me to my next point. I know a lot of y'all heard Aries response and was like, why you keep responding? Why you keep responding? Y'all think that he capped when he was saying some people were saying respond and some people were saying don't. And it's right in the comments because you had some heavy hitting people that's in media telling this dude to go back on and telling him not to go. But y'all weren't in the comments, so y'all didn't see it. I was in the comments, so I got it. And I'm gonna bring that to y'all today. This is how we gonna run this video. All right, at the break now, I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all this Aries Spears response to Shawn Wayans, and he responded to the whole South is the country, blah, blah, blah. Boom. Then I'm gonna get right into Vlad comments so y'all know why this dude kept making responses, because Vlad was trolling. Boom, boom, boom. Now, after that, I'm gonna give y'all this long video of Pierre like really going in, mad in his feelings because bro said he was better. And then at the end of that video, I'm gonna go into the comments and then we're gonna see how Aries Spears told dude like, hey man, get 10 stats and pull up to the show, and if the crowd think you were funnier, you can keep your money, bro.
Now, Mr. Aries Spears, you really seem like you have a lot of good common sense and emotional intelligence. Why did the Wayans brothers call you crazy?
Because I simply said, well, listen, I say what I said. So I said in the conversation that I was having with Vlad, I've been to various comedy clubs where the staff have told me, yo, when Shawn comes here, they're not allowed to talk to him. He wears shades. You can't make eye contact. And I said this, man, I was like, no comic, I don't care how great you are, should be arrogant. Dave Chappelle is the best comedian of our generation, and he's one of the most humble dudes in the world. So my actual quote was, for Shawn to be that arrogant, bruh, your talent doesn't match your arrogance. If you're going to be that talented, you got to have Dave Chappelle-like talent, and your talent doesn't match your arrogance. Now, should I have said it? Maybe not. But I said it, it's out there, and he responded. Right. So that's when he called me the B word. And I'm just going to say this. If you've ever seen his stand-up is as lethal as a starter pistol. Come on, B.
I agree. But your stand-up ain't that strong to be going around. Hold on, Aries. Hurry, because I'm a powerhouse too. Hold on, I'm a powerhouse too. But listen, for you to go and say, that you don't like to perform in Mississippi because they can't read.
So let's address it.
You going to New Orleans, but you say I don't like to perform in Mississippi, which are their neighbors.
First of all, that was not in complete context. People made it seem like I said I hate the South.
This Mississippi, the South, they represent Georgia too. We all took it offensive.
Let me speak.
Go ahead.
I just performed in Alpharetta, Georgia for the second time at the club I can't say, but in Alpharetta, Georgia, that's the South. I just did a concert in Augusta, which I'd never been to, which prior to that, I was in Wilmington, which is East Coast. Augusta was better than Wilmington. I love all of Florida. I haven't been in New Orleans since before the Katrina, but I've been here before. Have no problem with this. I love Nashville. I was specifically talking about Memphis and Mississippi.
Okay, what happened
my mother's
there?
from in Jackson.
Okay.
The club was, and let's be honest, the club was real ghetto that I did. And when I say this, listen, the stereotype is that Southerners are slow. That's a stereotype. We know that they are entrepreneurs. We know they are doctors, lawyers, but there's no funny in that. So you go with the stereotype. Let me bring it back to the roast. The deist's job is to attack the obvious. So if you fat, you're gonna get fat jokes.
Right.
If you ugly, you'll get ugly jokes. If you black, you'll get black jokes. So again, I'm going off the stereotype. It was very tongue-in-cheek with me. I got love for the South. When I said I'm an East Coast dude, I'm an East Coast cat. I shower with Timbs. I make love in Timbs.
Now that we got that response out the way, now we're going to get into these comments from Vlad. Because Vlad was trolling and leaving comments on Aries videos. On Aries Spears' last response. This is what DJ Vlad had to say. Shout out to Candace. And he got over 100 likes. And as you can see, I commented, Vlad, you petty, you fuck petty. But then I was laughing because it was funny. Like, Vlad, why you petty, bro? Stop trolling people, man. Here, y'all can see that Vlad is in his comments on Instagram. Aries punked out. My video response just posted on YouTube. So y'all got Jack Thriller in the comments saying, go back on, go back, get face to face. You got Real Life Joker. I don't know who this dude is, but I know he from Real Life Street Stars. And he said, bruh, I wasn't even gonna comment, but based on this video solely, don't go back up there, bruh. You about to set yourself up for a crucifixion. Now that we got that out the way, we're gonna go ahead and get into Pierre video. Now, I'ma warn y'all, bro, this video is kind of long, bro. Pierre, you just be talking, bro. You really just be talking, bro. This video kind of long, but I'm coming back at the end of the video with the comments that Aries Spears left on this video, and y'all gonna want to stick around.
24 hours since I posted my response to Aries Spears having to compare me, but Vlad brought my name up for those who don't know, let me explain. So he was on Vlad TV. Vlad chose Ryan Davis, the comedian Ryan Davis, and gave Aries Spears a lot of names of comics and said who was better, who was smarter, however it is. You got to pick that name versus Ryan Davis. Gave him a lot of legendary names too. And Aries went with about 99% Ryan Davis. For whatever reason, that's cool. He believed in him. That's fine. I disagree with it. Some people on the list, I was like, whoa, hold on, man. Earthquake, Sinbad, a lot of legendary. George Wallace, there's a lot of stuff, Okay. This is my pick. I've been in the game a lot, so for a long time, so I've seen stuff. And I think Ryan Davis is one of the young lions in the game who's coming up, doing his thing. He got his fan base. He's putting the work in. He's a good comedian. I'm not gonna say he's not. But for Aries, I'm looking at Aries thinking, if it had been me to say over those comics, some of those comics, I don't think that. But you say what you want to, it's Aries' opinion, and I have my opinion. Then I saw in that Ryan got in the comments and he felt a certain kind of way because I said he should be embarrassed, and that may be a bad word. I'll go with that. Maybe I should have said the wrong word. It should have been flattered. Had someone come to you and say, if it had been me, I'd be like, look, I'm flattered what you're saying, Aries, but them are some legends, bro. I got a ways to go. That's my first special. Second special, whatever special first. Those boys put some specials in there, have a longevity career. I appreciate you thinking I'm on that level, or better than them, but I'm flattered you say that. But he said he was humbled. And to me, when it came off being humbled, I felt like he was saying, I agree with you. I'm humbled that you would even say that. I'd be like, Aries, come on, bro. I appreciate it, but all those people, I don't know about that. But again, Ryan's allowed to say how he wants to say. So again, I think Ryan's a funny comic. Just got a ways to go, to me, to get to that legendary comparison and override some of those legends. So check his special out. Let's get to Aries. So Aries, we have each other's phone number and we text each other. He texted me yesterday. And basically we went back and forth, but the first text was, well, whatever, this ain't what he want. He didn't want that smoke. I don't know why. Now, he thought I was shitting on his impressions. What? Your impression, you one of the top 3 urban impressionists. Let's be real. You are fire with the impressions. You, Jay Farrell, Godfrey, of course. But everybody can't do top tier stand-up and top tier impressions. To me, my hat goes off to my man, Godfrey. Man, I've seen Godfrey rip a room with material, rip it, way before he gets to the impression. In fact, you didn't even need to bring the impressions. He could have just did his material. That's not that easy. Some people, when you do impressions, they wait for you to do an impression. They're like, okay, we come to see the show. The show's okay. When are you going to bring them impressions out? So I felt like your impression game is top tier. Your stand-up, I wouldn't mind going against that. Not the crowd work, but I wanted to go back to the essence. You look like a brother that like to go back to the essence of stuff. And the essence of stand-up is somebody grabbing the mic, just telling jokes about society, about their personal life. The other stuff, hell, I would hate to go up against like a Jamie Foxx, That boy plays a piano, he sings. I'm not going to compete against that as far as stand-up comedy. Give me just joke for joke. And that's what I want. I want to do a versus with you. I thought it was going to be fun. I wasn't trying to insult you, brother. I wanted to have fun with it. Let's do it. You know what I'm saying? But you said no. So, okay, whatever. And like I told you before, I think impersonations is a cheat code, because once you hear the voice, people start laughing and dying, laughing and stuff. And then if you just do a catchphrase that person says, get down, get in the chopper. Okay, that's what that guy said. Where's the joke of it? Where's the comedy of it? Where's the joke? I remember I just did a show recently. This old lady, about 70 years old, came up to me and she said, you know what? You're very funny. A little white lady, doesn't matter, but she's like, you're very funny. She said, one thing I like about you is some of your punchlines are hidden. You have to think about what the punchline is. And I like that. Yeah, bro, my penmanship is nasty. A shout out to the comics that got on my page and say, yo, P, you a beast, because they work with me. Now, some people in this, haven't seen me in a long time. Ain't seen me since 1993 and just think one joke I got. That's fine. You haven't seen me. I don't post all my stand-up online. But when people come see me live, it's a different thing. And comics who know comedy and respect the game and the art and the craftsmanship of jokes, every show I record every single show I perform, and I'll watch it 3 to 5 times that set. And needle every joke. I got to make this funny. I got to twist this wordplay here. That's how I get down. So I just wanted to go against you with a nice, verses with you and you doing just joke for joke. That's all. No beef, no nothing. And the people seem like they loved it. They're like, hell yeah, I want to see that. Let's get it on. But you chose to move on, which is fine. That's your choice. Vlad put you out there on this particular one, having you saying some reckless shit. He knew what he was doing, pitting those legends against Ryan Davis. And having you, because he knew you'd say anything. You're crazy, that's what you are, fodder for social media. I enjoy watching you sometimes. Sometimes you go overboard, but I'm like, man, that boy crazy. He'll say whatever. And you're good with a hot mic, so, so it is what it is. But it's funny with Vlad. Let me tell you a quick story about Vlad. So I did a show once, and then I started my podcast. And I was 25 shows into my podcast. And I had my editor, he used to take my clips, make some clips, and he would run my what's that thing? The IG TikTok page, my TikTok page under my banner, Pierre's Panic Room. And sometimes he would like hashtag other celebrities, or he would go DM them and ask them if they want to come on the show. Now, I didn't know he was doing that. He's doing his thing. And one day he pops up and says, "Hey man, check out what Vlad said to you." I said, "What?" And he said, "I invite people sometimes," and this is what he said. And Vlad was like, "I can't really do your show because you had someone on your show that didn't like me." I'm thinking, what? Who did I have on my show? Because I don't bring people on to beef. That's not my thing. If you notice my shows, if you watch my podcast, when you first come on my show, I talk about your upbringing, your grind. I think it is really dope. I'm interested in your grind. It doesn't have to be hot topics all through the whole damn thing. Now, if you come back another time, we can talk about that kind of stuff. But the first time, I want to know who you are. How'd you come to where you are? I think it might be inspiration to another artist. They might say, damn, I didn't know you went through that. That's how I like it. And I seen it when I started my page. I saw a lot of people not doing that kind of stuff. They just wanted hot new Instagram people on their podcast. I'm like, no, man, I came through the 90s, a legendary time for black entertainment. So what about these people? And so I started bringing them. And after I brought them on my podcast, everyone else started bringing them. I was like, all right, I ain't tripping. But I was like, what? Vlad said that. So I was sitting there thinking, who did I bring on the show that didn't like him? Because it's not my intention to bring people on the show, my show, to beef with somebody. I'm thinking, and then all of a sudden it popped. I was like, oh shit, Godfrey, because he used to work on Godfrey used to work on Vlad. I was like, what? He tripping on that. And I can't control what my guests say. I'm not. That's not what I'm here for. I'm like, hold on, Vlad. I've seen you bring on people, rappers, on one time, and a month later you bring who had a beef with another rapper. Then you bring the other rapper and you bring them on, and they beef with each other. You show clips of people who said stuff about each other. Come on, man. You don't mind when people you set people up, but you get mad when you thought I said or don't like when people talk about you? Really? And see, that's just cute and fun. You put rappers against each other, but until someone gets murdered and killed, it's gonna be, oh man, let's stop the violence, stop all that shit. Man, go on with that, man. I get what you're doing. I get it, man. You built a hell of an empire with Vlad TV. I ain't mad about that. But to say, I can't have you on because you had someone on who didn't like me, what the fuck? And you've had people on who beef with each other, but I guess they weren't beefing with you. So what the fuck? Niggas go fight each other. Okay, I see. So I was like, all right, so that's what it is. But again, Godfrey, man, not Godfrey, I'm sorry, Aries Spears, bro, I got love for you, man. My door's always open for that versus, so I can spit this flame. Support my man Aries, support my man Ryan Davis, you know, and you see me, support me if you can. Let's have some fun. But if Aries, you want that, my door's open for a verse between me and you, joke for joke, a half-hour piece. I think it'd be dope. Ain't got nothing to do with being light-skinned and in my feelings. I'm a nigga inside. Bring it. I'm out.
So, y'all see, we got Aries Spears in the comments saying, so basically what you're saying is, I can't do top tier material and impressions. Once again, I'm going to say to you what I said to you when I text you, what is wrong with you? You know damn well I can do both. I'm a beast of both. Then throw in my crowd work and my ability to do accents and to sing. You too cute, dog, but you got it. Keep cooking. So, you will also have him respond to another person and say, I'll tell you what, come down to one of my shows and bring 10,000 with you and I won't do a single impression. And if you can tell me honestly that 90% of the audience isn't dying, I'll let you keep your 10,000. Otherwise, if you're wrong, you give it to me. Bet with a question mark. Now, you have comic Pierre responding and saying, LOL, I like that comedy fade. Oh no, I'm sorry. Yeah, he did say it. He said, I like that comedy fade. I like giving myself challenges and going joke for joke will be amazing. I'm one of the dopest in the game and have been. You see the respect I've gotten in these comments. I need next time when my name is mentioned, you take a longer pause before answering. Now, Aries Spears would say, and let's get one more thing straight. You have just over 100,000 followers. I have 1.9 million. So I also know that it benefits you to ride my coattails to bring attention to yours. Aries Spears is in a abusive relationship with the media. Have you ever dated one of them girls that'll call your mama like, your son ain't shit, your son ain't shit. You need to come get him. And like, girl, that's my car. What you mean come get me? Stop playing with my mama, bro. I'm sorry. Like, that just brought back some memories for me. Now, y'all have a bigger idea of what Aries Spears was going through, like behind the scenes on some of the other platforms. Like, some of y'all just be on YouTube. Y'all don't be everywhere. So that's why y'all didn't know that this was going on. That's my video. If y'all like my video, make sure you hype my video. And like bro said in the comments, if you don't like my video, don't dislike my video, okay? Cause look, I mean, do y'all want me to be poor or what?
We don't brag about what we do, we don't speak on what we see. We don't drive our shit no more. We hop on cars and get on feet. Been this block with this new Glock. We just switch it up like cheese. We know them chase down these